Peace. We're going to talk more about salaah, the commitment, which is not any form of a prayer, any form of bodily movements, any form of chanting. There's none of that. The salaah, all the prophets did the salaah and also enjoying the salaah on their family and people. So we will see how salaah cannot be any form of a physical or ritual or prayer of chanting and reading of the Quran back to God. 1187. This is proof. Ayat 1187. They said, Shu'aib, do your commitment order you that we leave what our fathers served, or that we cannot do what we want regarding our money? You are definitely forbearing, realistic. As you could get from the context, they saying that sarcastically. So, this a lot of Prophet Shu'aib. They saying, does your salah orders you? Does it command you to that we should not serve who our father served, the gods that our father has? Now, how does your salah orders them to not do what they want with their money and to not serve or be on the religious path that their fathers was on? That's the first question, right? Because if you're making a physical salah, right, that salah is not speaking to you. It's not that salah. I mean, the words of the reading have commandments in it, but that salah itself, the physical movements and bodily movements, this salah cannot order you to do anything. It cannot command you to do nothing, right? Ayat 20. Ayat 20. We're gonna read from in Ayat 20 from 9 to probably 18. Right? It goes. And has there come to you the hadith of Moses? Right? The information of Moses. When he saw a fire, he said to his family, wait, I have seen a fire. Perhaps I could bring some light, like a fire, some light from it, or find some guidance, some way so we could find a direction to go, right? And when he came to it, he was called by name. He was called Moses. I am your Lord, so take off your shoes. You are in the sacred valley of Tur. I have chosen you, so listen to what you are instructed. I am God. I am the God. Allah just means the God. I am the God. No God except me. So serve me and uphold the salah for my mention. Right? And uphold the salah and uphold the commitment for my mention. Right? And uphold the salah or the commitment. What commitment? This commitment, this salah is the mission that you have to uphold. The hour is coming, and I will keep it hidden, that every person may be rewarded for that which he or she strives. Therefore, are not the ones who believe not, but follow their own lust, lest you perish. That's why I like to do my own translation. I ain't doing it on this part though. Anyways, goes on And what is in your right hand, Moses? He said, this is my stick. He did not say, God, how do I perform salah? Or God, what is salah? So according to the language that he spoke, however they pronounce the word salah, however you say that word salah in the language that Moses spoke, Prophet Moses spoke, he knew what it meant. So he knew that salah meant adherence, to follow closely, to be committed. He knew that. That's why he had to ask, oh, what is salah? Because nowadays, if you follow the Quran alone and the Sunni or Shia traditional Muslim come to you, they would ask you, oh, how do you make salah? So why is not Moses asking them, how do I make salah? Right? That's that. Ayat 29:45. Right? Quote. Yatlu does not mean to recite. It means to quote, to say something verbatim. Quote what is instructed to you of the law, and uphold the salat. The salat definitely prevents sexual immorality and the detested, and the mention of God is great. God knows what you are doing. All right. Watch this. Quote what is instructed to you of the law, and uphold their commitment. The commitment definitely prevents sexual immorality and the detestable. So if we are performing this 5 times salah, or 3 times salah, or 2 times salah, whatever you're doing, and you're bowing down, you're kneeling, you're doing all this chanting and stuff, you could do all that stuff and you could still go out and commit zina or fahisha, adultery, any kind of sexual morality or homosexuality. You can do all that stuff. There are imams who are homosexual. They make it 5 times salah and they're still doing sexual morality, right? That salah is not preventing them from fahisha, from the sexual immorality or what is detested. Right? So there's that. And last but not least, 70 proof, ayat 70, 19 to 30. It describes how do you act, how do you perform the salah? How do you do the salah? This tells you how do you do salah, right? Now, 70:19. The human race, insan is the human race. The human race is definitely created anxious, always worrying and stuff. Miserable when hardship touches him or her, and stingy when good touches him or her. Except who? Illa musallin. Illa musallin, right? Except the one who do salat, right? Except the committers. Those who are committed to it. The committers, right? Who are constant regarding their salah. Who are constant regarding their commitment. And those who regarding their money is a known right for the asker and the deprived. And those who confirm the day of debt is always translated as day of judgment, but deen means debt, pretty much. And those who are concerned regarding their Lord's punishment definitely none is safe. This is all salah. And those who preserve their chastity, right? Chastity, fahisha, for adultery, right? Those who preserve their chastity, except regarding their spouse or who is under their protection. Malakat aymanihim does not mean what your right hand possess, does not mean slave. It means those who are under your protection. That's why it says those who are under your protection, when you be married them or whatever, ask permission of these people. You gotta ask permission of their people. So if they're your slave, how you gonna ask permission of their people? They're your slave, you do whatever you want with them. Right? So right? Those who preserve their chastity, except regarding their spouse or who is under their protection, then they are not to be blamed. But if you're doing the homosexuality and everything, then you are to be blamed by God, not by me, but by God, right? This is all the salah, right? Because that it comes under except who? Illa musallin, the committers. And whoever goes beyond that, then those are the transgressors. So if you go beyond having sex, if you go beyond having sex with your spouse, your wife or husband or whatever, who you committed to, that's a different topic. Now it's a different topic. Get to, but those who you're committed to are those who are under your protection. It could be like refugee family or something like that, or whatever. Those who are under your protection, you're not to be blamed. But if you go further than that, okay, then that's wrong. And those who keep their trust and pledge, and those who uphold their testimonies, and those who are keepers of their salah, those who are keepers of their commitment, they are in honored gardens. That is salah, right? So, as in proof 7, I forgot the ayat specific number, it says, O children of Adam, when messengers from amongst you come to you, quoting my proofs, right? So, this information is here. It's basic information. If someone comes and gives me this information, like Brother Hamza Abdul Malik, he's a messenger because he's giving me correct information. And I'm taking it and I'm giving it to you. So I'm a messenger. Not a messenger of God, because there's 3 kinds of messengers. You got the angels, who is a messenger of God. You got the prophets, right? You got a messenger and prophet, pretty much are the same thing. A prophet, a messenger, a prophet is a divine messenger. And then you got the regular messengers, so anyone, like for example, in the story of Sheba, she sent a Rasul to Solomon, Prophet Solomon, right? The word was Rasul, a messenger. It wasn't a divine because she had a message. It wasn't a divine messenger like a Prophet Solomon, right? So this is salat. This is all you have to do for salat. The other salat, the other commitment that they would have to when they had to wash their face and wipe they head and stuff like that, that was a specific commitment for them to get the reading from the Prophet Muhammad at particular times. And they was there while the Prophet was being instructed, because it says don't ask questions that will make things harder for you, but ask them when the reading is being instructed, is being equipped, coming down, right? So this is salah, the salah of every person, right? Illa musallin, except the committers. And the list, what do you are to be committed to, right? That's that. Peace.